Hey guys, I'm Caleb Kosterki and this is Proven Progression. In this video, I'm going to go over my clinics, kind of what I offer and who it's tailored for. So every clinic kind of has the same base experience where you get 3 nights of lodging at the bunkhouse, 2 days on the snow with me, breakfast provided, and a steakhouse dinner provided. Each clinic is tailored towards a different skill level and maybe kind of like a different ambition level. The more advanced you go, the more extreme the experience is going to be. So we're going to start out talking about the beginner clinic and then work our way through the rest of the clinics. The beginner clinic is for anyone just getting into mountain riding or just starting to learn kind of the fundamentals of backcountry snowmobiling. In this clinic, you're going to learn how to counter steer, get your sled on edge, hold a side hill, and then how to do uphill switchbacks during a side hill. Not every rider in this clinic is going to progress through all of these steps, but I'm going to cover a lot of different basic riding maneuvers that's going to hit a very broad spectrum of riding skill. From somebody just getting on the snowmobile for the first time ever to somebody who has 10 years experience but maybe has never applied themselves in the backcountry. The beginner clinic is for beginners and for people that have never been on a snowmobile before, but if you've never been on a snowmobile and you have no motorsports background, this clinic's going to be extremely challenging and it might be out of your comfort zone. We are going to access very technical backcountry zones, and while nobody's going to be pushed, to the point of wrecking a sled or something like that, every rider will be pushed during this clinic. And if you're not comfortable being pushed in the backcountry, then I probably don't offer a clinic for you. The next clinic I offer is an intermediate clinic. Now, this clinic does have some prerequisites. You need to be fairly experienced on a snowmobile to complete this clinic. You need to be able to comfortably access backcountry terrain and be able to comfortably follow other people's tracks in the backcountry. You don't have to know how to side hill, but you have to be comfortable being pushed to learn how to side hill, and you have to have some sort of understanding of how to get a sled on edge and hold it on edge. In this clinic, we're going to teach side hilling, uphill switchbacks, downhill U-turns, and descents on edge. If you feel like you're at a level where you can learn those and you're confident exploring the backcountry, this clinic's probably for you. I always recommend people start with an intermediate clinic if they're unsure of which one to do, because you're gonna have a lot more fun being one of the higher level guys in an intermediate clinic than being the low level guy in an advanced clinic. But even if you're confident side hilling, it might be a good idea to attend this clinic first and really get a good understanding of how to maneuver your sled on edge and in the trees. The advanced clinic is kind of my bread and butter. It's my favorite clinic to teach. I teach a little bit less in this clinic than the intermediate clinic, and we do a lot more free riding. You must be extremely confident holding a sled on edge in tight technical terrain to be ready for an advanced clinic. Like I just said, I highly recommend doing an intermediate clinic first, but if you feel like you are at a level where you can keep up with the big boys in the trees, then you're gonna have a blast at this clinic. I spend a little less time teaching and a lot more time free riding and kind of just pushing the level of the riders in the group. In the advanced clinic, we're going to work on hopovers, bow ties, elevators, and downhill hopovers. And besides that, there's not going to be a lot of teaching. I'm going to have a practice session for each one of those moves. We're going to practice it, and then after that, we're just going to go rip and try to put those moves to use in the backcountry. The last clinic that I offer is the ProRide. Now, this is a very unique experience that is kind of tailored towards guys that want to become athletes in the industry, or maybe they're already athletes and they really want to step it up. So this is going to be a small group of guys, and what we're going to do is brainstorm sponsorship contracts, content, social media, and kind of the behind the scenes aspects of being a backcountry athlete. We're not going to go over a whole lot of riding tips and do a very much riding practice, because if you're at this level, you should already kind of have all of that stuff dialed in. This is more for me to share some of the secrets I've learned over the years as an athlete to the next generation, or the guys that are pushing and want to learn that aspect from me.